The Bible isn't just a book of random stories. It's 66 different books that come together to tell one story. An incredible one. About God's love for us. And now for an amazing story.
Inspired by the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 5.
The Bible is filled with words of wisdom that encourage us to love God, love others, and love life. Sometimes Jesus told stories to help people understand how God's truth played out in their lives. That's what stories can do for you. The author of Hebrews shares wisdom with early followers of Jesus that's just as true for us as it was for them. Let's see how that truth might play out in someone's life today. Connor had never wanted anything in his life as much as he wanted a pair of Mr. Beat headphones. He tried them on every time he went to Tech Buy.
Oh, you have never heard such amazing sound in your life. This is unreal. Just, wow.
And Connor imagined how awesome it would be to cancel out his least favorite sounds, like when his little sister Jill started whining.
Connor, you promised to play Candyland with me.
Can't you see I'm busy, having a life?
Connor's mom, however, refused to buy him a pair of Mr. Beat headphones.
$400? You can get a perfectly good pair of earbuds at the Superstore for $10.
Mr. Beats are not earbuds. These are an entirely new way to interface with sound, with music, with reality.
Aren't you being a little dramatic?
I can't believe you just said that. It's a total cliche.
If you want those earbud phones,
Headphones.
if you want them, you're going to need to earn the money yourself, okay?
Okay, fine. Will you pay me $100 to rake the leaves?
That's already your responsibility. But if you want to power wash the driveway, we'll pay you $20.
Over the next few weeks, Connor became consumed with finding ways to earn money. He could think of nothing else and spent every free moment doing odd jobs around the neighborhood and counting what he'd earned.
Hey, Connor, want to go for a run with me? We could do the Fall Fest 5K in a couple weeks.
Yeah, no, power washing Mr. Jefferson's patio.
Connor's dad walked into the kitchen at lunch with his violin.
Want to do a jam session with me and Jill this afternoon? I want Jill to watch how you improvise on keys.
Yeah, no, I don't have time for piano right now. Raking the Watson's yard.
Connor even skipped out on his Sunday evening small group to help paint Miss Leon's front door for $45. He got a text from his leader while he was covered in bright green paint.
Hey, missed you tonight. If you want to catch up for next week, we looked at Hebrews 13:5 today.
While Connor waited for the first coat of paint to dry, he idly pulled up the verse.
Don't be controlled by love for money. Be happy with what you have. God has said, I will never leave you. I will never desert you. Cool. But, it's not like we're rich or anything. I have to work for my allowance, even for stuff I really need, like headphones.
At last, Connor saved up enough money to buy himself a pair of Mr. Beat headphones. Mom even drove him to Tech Buy.
You've certainly earned it.
As soon as he got home, Connor unboxed his spiffy new headphones and put them on. Instantly, the world faded away into incredible sound. For several days, Connor lived in a happy dream. His headphones even made gaming way better. But by late Saturday afternoon, Connor ventured out of his room to grab a snack. As he passed through the family room, he found Dad packing away his violin.
You were practicing?
Just showing Jill a few things. She's got a great ear.
You didn't ask me to play.
Oh, we knew you were busy.
In the kitchen, Connor grabbed a bag of chips out of the pantry. He glanced out the window to see the sun setting on a crisp fall day. Oh, and then Mom blew into the kitchen, tugging off her jacket.
Whew, best run I've had in months. think I'll do the 10K race instead of the 5K.
You didn't ask me to go along.
Oh, I knew you were busy.
Connor still spent the rest of his weekend, and most evenings that week, testing out every possible setting on his Mr. Beats. By the following weekend, he grew restless as he pulled his headphones out once again. Plus, the sound didn't seem quite so crisp since he accidentally got queso in the headphone jack.
Ew.
At last, Connor had to admit to himself. He was bored. He stood, stretched, and opened his door.
Jill needs some help.
Connor hurried down to the family room where Dad was playing a simple tune on the violin. Jill tried to pick out the harmony on the piano.
Hey, you're thinking too hard, Jilly. Is that okay if I show you?
Dad smiled as Jill scooted over on the piano keyboard to make some room for Connor. It was a lot of fun to show Jill some new techniques, and satisfying when she finally got it.
Yes, that's it.
As they were finishing up, Mom breezed through in running gear.
Tacos for dinner. I'll be back in half an hour.
Connor hopped up from the piano.
Hey, give me 5 minutes and I'll come with you.
A short time later, Connor and his mom were heading for the trail, feet pounding on the sidewalk, crisp air in their faces. The setting sun seemed to set the gold and crimson leaves on fire, and somewhere he could smell a bonfire. Connor took deep breaths and realized he'd hardly been outside in 2 weeks.
How are those headphones working out?
The Mr. Beats? Great, good. But, well, they are just headphones.
Picking up the pace, they turned onto the gravel trail into the woods. Connor was discovering the truth behind Hebrews 13:5. Don't be controlled by love for money. Be happy with what you have. God has said, I will never leave you and I will never desert you. God's presence in his family and his beautiful creation was of even more value than the most incredible headphones money could buy.